Oh yeah, guys. Gator, the Pimp Edition Commander, is coming out really good. Got ourselves a new bumper on the front. The door swap is looking great. But do you know what would make this thing look really, really good? Some rims and tires. Look at that. But we can't put them on until we lift it. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Dan H, and welcome to the project. Over here with Gator, the Commander, and I want to get these beautiful new wheels on. I got nice fuel rims. They're 9 inches wide with a -12 offset, wrapped in gorgeous General Grabber tires. They are 265 70 R17s, and they're just about 33 inches. So, in order to get 33s on a Commander, we're going to have to do some lifting. So in order to achieve the lift necessary to fit those beautiful wheels and tires on, I went ahead and got this stuff from Amazon. This has been sitting in my Jeep for many months, since December. Then the Commander got smashed, so those instructions are covered in coolant. And, oh, I got my little helper today. Hey, buddy. Hi. So what we got here, watch your fingers, bud, heavy. These are spacers for the rear. Simple, simple. Simple, simple, right? 2 spacers. And we got, I think they're called clevis forks. We got new front strut forks for the front. So this is nice and powder coated silver. That should be cool. Comes in hardware. Oh, you got it? Yeah. Oh, got your tape measure. Great, you can help me measure. Thanks, buddy. Well, we got our hardware with it. So, clevis forks, hardware, and these spacers for the rear. All this on Amazon was about 150 bucks. Now, that's all you need to lift the vehicle, but other things you might want. I decided to go with new lower and upper rear control arms, and I also got new rear shock. These are rough country. The silver is going to match that, very nice. And I'm going to use my old control arms from that Commander to fix this busted Commander. We're going to try to attempt to get this thing rolling one day. Not today. I also got a set of these, the spring isolators. When you get into it, you usually find that your spring isolators are cracked and destroyed or covered with rotten rust. So I got some Moog. All this stuff here is on Amazon. I'll leave all the links in the description below. Right, Danny? Yeah. All right, clearly we're going to begin our lift with the rear. I jacked up the back by the pumpkin, and I put jack stands right underneath the mount for the lower control arm. That's a good spot to do it. It's nice and balanced there, and I think we'll be able to still get to that control arm. It shouldn't be in the way. These brakes in the rear are shot, so if yours are bad, now's a good time to replace them. But I'm going to start the lift deconstruction with taking off this rear shock. Right over here, we got a couple bolts down there and one right up there. All right, the bottom lower is a 15 millimeter. The upper is also a 15. There, compress, compress. There. These will go nicely on my busted Commander. Next, I'm going to undo the upper sway bar mount. This baby's an 18 millimeter. All right, gonna lower this jack now. I want to get this down as much as possible to get this spring out. I might have to undo this track bar. I don't want to, it's a pain, but let's see how much room I got. Oh yeah, I think we could work with this. I got spring compressors, and we're already right where we need to be. Easy button. Oh yeah, look at this crap. That's awful. I'm glad I bought those new little rubbers. I mean spring isolators. Oh, come on, man. Oh, nasty. Hate rust. Alright, here is our rear bump stop and our rubber spring isolator. Let's read these instructions, see what they want us to do. Alright, raise the vehicle. Yeah, we did that. Remove the original accessories, then install the spacer and tighten the fixin' screws. So I guess that's next. Then we gotta put on the original car rubber pad and install test spring. Alright, not sure what those instructions were trying to say. We're gonna do it my way. And I'm just gonna take off the rubber. Oh, that came off nice and easy. Alright, there's a bolt in here. We gotta remove that. Oh, 15. Good guess. Here's the fastener, and here's our bump stop holder. Alright, at this time, I'm going to pause the installation, and I'm going to go ahead and do some rust cleanup. I'm going to scrub all this crap up, maybe hit it with some paint, make it nice and pretty, try to prevent any further rust. Because you know me, guys, I hate rust. And I'll probably also take off these control arms and slap in those new ones. Alright, check this out, guys. A little while later, I got everything cleaned up and painted, looking nice. I got my upper control arm in there, my lower control arm right down there. And if you guys have a Quadra Drive 2 4-wheel drive system, you also might need to reattach this bracket onto your new upper control arm. I had to do some welding. My other Commander doesn't have that, so I just chopped up the old control arm tab, welded it to my new one. I'm going to put the other control arm just back on that other Commander because I don't need that tab. So there we go, looking good. I also put on my old Commander disc brakes. I had only 1-year-old rotors and 1-year-old pads, so I put those on here. I just ended up doing a quick part swap. And if you want more info on these control arms, you could watch my video where I restore the other Commander. So we got a storm brewing, and it's getting darker by the minute. It's probably going to rain on me. So let me just get this lift up in here real quick on one side. I don't know if I'm going to finish today. I think it's going to pour. So, all right, here we go. Okay, to install this jobby, what we're going to do is take our old bump stop holder, take out our old factory screw, yoink, and we're going to take our included hardware, washer, insert it, and just like that, put it together. Go ahead and put it right up in here, hand thread it. And we'll try to keep this thing centered while we zip it home. There, lift is in. I can slather this with some grease. Try to prevent rust. Throw on the old boot. We'll see if we can pop in our bump stop. Oh yeah, easy peasy. Now all we gotta do is get that spring in there. Alright, some silicone grease is gonna be nice and friendly to the new spring isolators. You know, that petroleum-based product. Don't want it to get eaten away. It could be worse than this. This is pretty gross. Alright, just trying to prevent rust, you know? Every day we prevent rust. Alright, slide in our new spring isolator. Very good. Buff this up with some grease. This thing looks like a muffin stump.
Are you the ones leaving those muffin pieces behind our shelter?
You've been enjoying them?
They're just stumps.
Top of the muffin to you.
It's not top of the muffin to you.
Yeah, probably not gonna fit. She's bottomed out. So let me get my spring compressors. All right, gonna line up our sway bar. Make sure that's nice and straight. And last but not least, our new rough country shocks. Alright guys, that's all for the rear. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm going to do the other side in the dark and in the rain. I'll catch you guys when it's time to do the front, when it's nicer out. Alright, later guys. Hey, good afternoon guys. The rain has stopped, the sun is out, and it's drying up all the wet. So maybe we could get the front in later, but this rear it's looking really good now. Got some nice height, and of course I forgot to measure it again. But here's my favorite part. Check this out, guys. There. I no longer bean myself every time I walk by. Right here. This is the worst. Whenever this thing is open, I used to come around and smash my head right on here. It hurts so bad. But now, I don't have to worry. We got plenty of clearance. This is awesome. Now, let's see what we did. Get a little closer. Rough country in. Spacers in. Painted a little bit, looking nice. We've got our control arms there. Lower. And can't see the upper. And there we go. Driver side, control arms in, everything's nice and painted. Got our spacer and a shock right there. These control arms, whew, they are troublesome because there's a gas tank right in the way. Trying to remove control arm bolts with the gas tank in the way kind of makes me mad. Why would you do this to me, Jeep? Why? Why?